Yo guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I will be teaching you guys how to draw. This is part 1 of the series through which I will be teaching you guys how to draw. And for this series I am going to hard reference this exact image. It must be right up there on your screen. So I'll be hard referencing it, basically copying it, not like using a tracing paper but directly copying the exact pose and everything, so that I can teach you guys how to draw like a pro. And in today's video I'm going to talk about and show you guys how to draw the basic guidelines. Now let's just get right into it. Okay, so guys, now let's start with the basic guidelines. So now right now I will be, again as I told, right now hard referencing this drawing. It must be up here right now, and in this video I'll be showing you guys the basic guidelines. So the basic guidelines is nothing but deconstructing that character or whatever you're drawing into different objects and shapes. For example, if it is the face, I draw it as an oval. For example, if it is the body, it is a squarish area. And for the arm, I add more cylinders, like more ovals. And for the fist, I use circles. So basically, the basic goal of the basic guidelines is to map out your drawing, deconstruct it, so that when you're adding the details, you don't have to work a lot harder. You just have to add more details to those guidelines. This will help you to maintain your proportions and make your proportions and your drawing much more better. So now I'll just start with the time lapse and create the basic guidelines. As you guys can see that I finished the basic guidelines. So over here, this is the whole mapping of the drawing which I'm hard referencing. There's a lot of similarity, as you guys can see. This is where Goku's face is. This is the guideline which I used to map out his hair. You can do something else. I usually prefer to do this so that I get the region where I need to draw the hair. This is where his neck part is, like the chest, and this is where his inner clothing is, like his training hardcore clothes. This is where his normal gown or whatever he wears is, training cloth, and this is where his Master Roshi's logo is. This is where his fist is. This is where his arm is. This is basically the arm, and that is the another claw part. Of course, I'm gonna change it as I'm gonna draw and add the details, but this basic guideline helps you to map out your drawing. As you guys can see, like the face is maintained with the body. The body is maintained with the toes. I mean the legs, and the legs and all is maintained with the arm. And this arm is also maintained, and you can see that there's a 3D effect. I've particularly chosen this drawing as there's a lot of dynamic in it. This is showing you guys how guidelines really help. Over here is another arm. This is basically mapping out the entire drawing. This really helps you when you're adding the details to maintain your proportions. This is the key to in order to get yourself a very good drawing, because mapping out your drawing really helps you to maintain your proportions. Of course, in the beginning you're not going to be that great, but as you continue to draw guidelines and guidelines and guidelines for every drawing, you will get better. I literally drew this in less than 5 minutes, but this will help me to draw the rest of my drawing. It takes me only 5 minutes because I've been consistently drawing things. In 90% of my drawings, this is what I basically add first. Then I add on to the details. This is the first step in order to get better at your drawings. Have good guidelines. Now I will see you guys in the next one, where I will be adding more details. Guys, be on the lookout for the next video. And now, peace out.